we had the ability to be able to play together and play together really well. So with the four of us, it took on a fifth element, which is what you hear.
All right, music fans, we all know that Led Zeppelin is a great band and they have many masterpieces under their belt, but not every single track they made is a diamond or even a diamond in the rough. So today we're going to dive into some controversial territory, and I know we all love Led Zeppelin, but even a band like Led Zeppelin has a few songs that probably should have been left on the cutting room floor. And so I'm going to give you my pick for what's the worst Led Zeppelin song and ask you for yours. So let's talk a few contenders right here. And along the way, we'll get some input from Jimmy Page. So let's start off with one of the songs that many people feel is the worst Led Zeppelin song, and that is called The Crunge. Now, The Crunge is a bit of funk and R&B. It's a humorous song. It's definitely not meant to be taken seriously, and it is on the Houses of the Holy album, along with another kind of funny song that's often cited as being one of the worst Led Zeppelin songs called Der Maker, which is a way of saying Jamaica. It is also a song steeped in reggae, but has heavy-handed drumming on it. So a lot of people have looked at this one as kind of a clunker. Finally, there is a song that Jimmy Page claims to dislike called All of My Love, which was written by Robert Plant and John Paul Jones. This is a tribute to Robert Plant's dead son, and I have an entire video on that song. The title of the video is Why Jimmy Page is Wrong, and in that video I describe the reasons why I really think All of My Love is a great Led Zeppelin song. And another one that gets on the list sometimes is one of Robert Plant's least favorite Led Zeppelin songs, which is called Livin' Lovin' May. And I think that one of the things that he didn't like, that Plant didn't like about it, was the lyric. And now, one last contender before I reveal to you my pick for the worst Led Zeppelin song is the song, of course, Moby Dick. And the reason that this song is on there is because it's not really a song, it's just kind of a long extended drum solo, and there really isn't a vocal track. There's a few bits of guitar soloing on it, but there's not much thought given to the overall track. It's just a spotlight for John Bonham, so some people pick that one. But I actually don't pick any of those songs for my least favorite. And before I reveal to you my least favorite Led Zeppelin song, I'd like for you to listen to something that Jimmy Page had to say about the basic magic of the band altogether, of why Led Zeppelin was such a special band.
What made Led Zeppelin so special, so unique, singular? What's the really special thing about it? It's really a legend. Why?
Because if you listen to the music, you'll hear how expertly it's played. And look, you can have one virtuoso musician in a band, or you can have a superb singer in another band, but it sort of functions all right around that. But you get four musicians who are really, I mean, you know, the top, the creme de la creme, and then and that even that isn't necessarily going to work if they play together. We've seen that with a lot of super groups. It didn't work. We had the ability to be able to play together and play together really well. So with the four of us, it took on a fifth element, which is what you hear.
Now, the reason that I play that clip before I tell you what my pick for the worst Led Zeppelin song is because my pick for the worst song goes against this idea, goes against the idea of Led Zeppelin being a showcase for all four of the members. In fact, I don't really hear a band sound at all in the song I'm going to name. Before I tell you definitively what the song is, let's listen to one last thing that Jimmy Page had to say, and in this case, it has to do with the influence that the band the Sex Pistols had over music. Let's listen in.
What the Pistols, what they represent, is the fact that they shifted everything and changed everything through their musical attitude and output, to the same extent Led Zeppelin did the same. So I can really relate to what they did.
Alright, so revolutionizing music, finding new territory, and preserving a band sound are all three very important fundamental attributes of Led Zeppelin as a band and part of their whole DNA and everything they've ever done that was, acclaimed to brilliance. And all of those elements are absent from the song I'm going to pick, and at least I feel their absence. So here, without any further delay, is my reveal for the worst Led Zeppelin song. It is the song Hot Dog. It's a quirky dive into rockabilly, twangy, piano punching kind of Elvis style jams. It sounds like it probably could have been on a jukebox somewhere down in the South in the 50s, but in fact it was recorded at ABBA's studio in Sweden, and it had a lot of country and rockabilly influences, but to me they just don't really pull it off. It's almost like a failed experiment. Now, a few critics and a number of fans have agreed with me and called Hot Dog a throwaway. The lyrics are tongue-in-cheek. There's like a fake country accent going on with Robert Plant's vocal delivery, and I mean, to be honest, Led Zeppelin can do whatever they want, and if they want to blow off steam by doing a song like Hot Dog, I can perfectly understand that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to listen to it. So I love Zeppelin, and I've listened to their albums more times than I would, care to tell you, but I still think this song could have been left down in the studio, in the vault somewhere. I don't think anyone would have missed Hot Dog had it been shelved. So what do you think? Do you think Hot Dog is the worst Led Zeppelin track, or is it just a bit of fluff and rock and roll fun, and you have a different pick? So if you have a different song you'd like to choose, go ahead and let me know what it is in the comments. This is what I think, but what really matters is what you think. So if you have an idea about this or any other topic connected to classic or contemporary music, please drop it in the section below, and remember to like and subscribe. Thanks a lot.
Punk said, "We're fed up with Pink Floyd, Jethro Tull, Led Zeppelin, the sort of skeleton of the Beatles. Let's have some music from the street." And what's happened in America in 1991, 90 is that you finally got your own punk.
Music Guru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.